We're pretty much done with everything in the story mode, aside from getting achievements. Which we'll have to do that for the Buzz Lightyear level and the Prison Break level. I wonder if I should save that for later? Nah. We'll do it now. Alright. May as well just do these levels one more time, and then we'll move on to Al's Toy Barn. How about that? I'm sorry, I tried finding the last collectible in the Fair Play level for like 30 frickin' minutes. Oh my god, or at least that's what it felt like. It was probably like 10, knowing me. But, oh my god. Having no idea where it was. Yeah, I'll admit, the easel, that's where it was. It was inside the easel. It's probably the last place I would have looked. But anyways, we're done with all that. We're done with collecting all the collectibles in the story mode levels. Now we just need to do 2 achievements, which, yeah, if you're not going for achievements, these 2 things are completely optional. But if you're someone like me that's going for achievements, then doing this is a necessity? I don't know. Yeah, I guess I could say that. And, right, I still haven't fixed the whole voice glitch, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. I'll just restart the system. After, maybe? Yeah, I'll do that. After I get these 2 achievements that I need to do from doing story mode levels, and those are Space Ranger Elite and Sneaky Sneaky. Space Ranger Elite, I've said this before, but it requires you to go through this level, or at least make it to Zurg's fortress without losing any health, or without losing all of your health once. And that includes falling and dying, so look out for that. Why to do that? May as well talk about something random. I was talking about the new Lego sets coming out this year that are based off Toy Story. But, a big part of my Toy Story 3 experience back in the day when it first came out was the Toy Story 3... There was a bunch of Lego sets based off of Toy Story 3 that were released alongside the movie. And I had nearly all of them, actually, back in the day. I bought all of them nearly all of them when they came out. Because there was a whole bunch... I believe there were 2 waves of sets. There was the first wave, which were just sets that were based off of Toy Story in general, that were released in late 2009. And then afterwards, and I believe in early 2010, they released... Spring 2010, I think it was. They released sets that were like directly based off of Toy Story 3. And I believe the 2 waves even had different box designs, I remember, because the first wave of sets, box design, had, like, you know, the iconic Andy's Room clouds as kind of the border for it. Whereas with the Toy Story 3 sets, they kind of just had a more simplistic design. It's kind of similar to some of the UI in this game, to where it's just kind of a white outline with the bottom left corner showing like characters that are involved in the set. Or at least that's for what I remember. The first wave came with sets like I think the set's called Woody and Buzz to the Rescue or something. It's based off the end of the first film, where Woody and Buzz are like on RC, and It's a $20 set that comes with Woody, Buzz, and RC, of course. Now, one important factor of the sets I forgot to mention is it's mainly with the minifigures and how all of them have specialized molded heads, including human or humanoid characters like Woody, Buzz, and Jessie. Even they have like specially shaped headpieces, which I know a lot of people like. And now that with the modern Toy Story figures, they just gave the humanoid characters like Woody and Buzz and Jessie and all of them just normal minifigure heads, which, I'll be honest, I actually kind of prefer. Mainly because of consistency reasons, and that they're more consistent with other LEGO minifigures. Which I think is kind of why they did that later on, starting with the 2016 LEGO Disney minifigures blind bag series, to where that included Buzz Lightyear in it. And he just had a normal minifigure head. Yeah, I prefer it. I know a lot of people prefer the specialized heads because it looks more like the characters, but I don't know. On one hand, they're a little more unsettling and kind of uncanny valley in a way. Well, uncanny valley is a wrong way to describe it. It's kind of creepy in general. And especially with the classic Woody minifigure of these sets, actually had special arms and legs to where it had super long arms and super long legs, mainly so that they could have them accurately proportioned compared to Buzz. Whereas with the modern sets, Woody and Buzz are the exact same size and height. But I don't really care about that, in my personal opinion, but I could see why some would care about that. Because, yeah, the old minifigures were kind of more, they were better in terms of accuracy, but the newer ones are better in terms of consistency with other LEGO products. That's kind of how it is. But anyways, the other sets that were in the first wave included how many of the sets? I believe there were 3 out of all of the sets in total. I don't know how many there are, but there were quite a few. For the Toy Story 1 and 2 wave, the first one, there's also a $10 set that had the Green Army Men. And I think that one sold pretty well because it was pretty much the only LEGO set that actually had pieces for actual army men. So you could use the pieces to make your own little soldiers. So that's pretty cool. Because one of LEGO's rules when making sets is to not have anything relating to any militaries. So that Green Army Men set allowed people to make make military-themed minifigures. So it's pretty interesting. There was also, I believe, a Pizza Planet truck set, which I had, which is pretty cool. It was weirdly scaled to where it wasn't your typical minifigure scale to where you could put in a normal Lego city and it would fit. It was scaled to where it would be huge compared to the toy minifigures in the sets of Buzz, Ham, Rex, and all of them. So that's kind of why it's in a weird scale. It's still a cool set to display. It's just not something you would put in a Lego city or anything because of how big it is compared to other Lego vehicles that are part of other lines like Lego City. But let's see, what other sets were there? There was a Woody's Roundup set that I owned that came with, Woody, Jessie, Bullseye, even the Prospector, Sneaky Pete, which also had a specialized head. That's pretty cool. There was a Buzz Lightyear set that had his ship along with an Emperor Zurg minifigure. That was actually one of the sets of the wave I did not own. And let's see, is that it? Oh, there was also 2 more sets that were not really typical like minifigure sets, but they were buildable figures of both Buzz and Zurg. And I had the Zurg one. They were called Construct-A-Buzz and Construct-A-Zurg, and they would kind of have that in a lot of licensed themes, to where they would have like giant buildable figures, because they had a similar thing in the 2006 Lego SpongeBob line of sets based off SpongeBob SquarePants, and to where they would have a giant SpongeBob you could build that its insides could be controlled by Plankton, similar to the one episode to where Plankton took control of SpongeBob's brain. So, yeah. Weirdly enough, a recent example of that is with the sets based off the Illumination film Minions Rise of Gru that seems like it's never going to come out. But they had some giant buildable Minion figures. So, yeah. I did not have the Buzz Lightyear one, though. The Construct-A-Buzz. That was another one of the sets I was missing. Alright. Let's go down. There we go! We got Space Ranger Elite. As soon as this loads, we'll get a good look at that achievement. Here we go. Alright. Space Ranger Elite. Reach Zurg's base without losing all your health. There you go. Alright. So that's it for that level. Anyways. Next stage, or the next thing we have to do, is get an achievement in Hide and Sneak called Sneaky Sneaky, to where we go through the entire level without triggering a single alarm. It might sound difficult, but once you know what you're doing, it's pretty easy. Oh, right, we still have to go through this whole cutscene and stuff. Yeah. Even though for some reason, caused a glitch to have no dialogue. I think last time I was talking about Toy Story 3 Lego sets. I think that's it for sets of the first wave. The second wave, which had sets primarily based off of Toy Story 3, it had a set with a giant garbage truck, which of course has the infamous Twitch minifigure, which of course became the mascot of a well-known Lego YouTube channel, Just Too Good, if any of you know him. His mascot for the longest time was of Twitch, and before he revealed his face on his YouTube channel, he would represent himself as with a freaking mantis hood, or a mantis mask, whatever you want to call it, on his head whenever he would have live action stuff in his videos, which I think is really cute that he does that, or did that before he revealed his face. But now I can make jokes, or yeah, can make jokes about, guys, look, Just Too Good's in a movie when watching this film. Only thing is that I don't think any of my friends watch Just Too Good, so that's just too bad. I'm sorry. Alright. So do this. And this. God, that was close. Oh my god, that was close. Alright, that does it for that. So yeah, there was that garbage truck set, which had a pretty similar issue to the Pizza Planet truck set they released, to where it was in a really weird scale, to where it was within the scale of the toys, where it was like bigger than most Lego vehicles. There was also a junkyard set that was based off the end of the movie, to where with the conveyor belt and stuff and the trash compactor, which is, I'll admit, it's kind of a weird set because of the of how it could implicate a lot of like spoiler-worthy stuff, because it includes things like the button that Lotso pushes, or I say quote-unquote pushes, because after being tempted to push it, he just, of course, runs off. And just kind of, ruins his old potential redemption arc. And just kind of reveals him as a cold-blooded villain.
Just push it! Push it!
Push it! Where's your kid now, Sheriff?
No!
Where's your kid now, Sheriff? That line never gets old. But, yeah, it also includes the claw that saves the characters. So, yeah, it could kind of be... yeah, it's kind of one of those weird sets that just has major spoilers for the movie it's based off of. There were quite a few sets that would have that back then. Like a set released alongside the movie Captain America Civil War back in 2016. One of these sets included the character Giant Man, or it's really the character Ant-Man, but super big. And it was something that wasn't revealed in any of the trailers, but was in that set anyway, and so it was kind of a major spoiler for the movie. There we go! We got the achievement Sneaky Sneaky. So now, we're done with the story mode, entirely. And now we can go ahead and... oh, yeah, by the way, before we do that, there's some other stuff in the game board, including extras, which includes enter codes, where we could enter some codes in order to get some cool stuff. I think it was part of some promo thing. Enter your printed code to unlock a new toy. We might do that later. And also, there's a movie theater, where we could check out all of the cutscenes, including concept art, which we'll look at later. So first of all, we'll go ahead and go through Al's Toy Barn, since we now have all of the stuff we need for it. First of all, we may as well... also, I just noticed on the left, $10 basketballs, wow. Anyways, here's the figure collection of all of the townspeople costumes we've unlocked, including the Buzz costume, the Woody costume, the Jessie costume, the Blue Dog costume, the Daycare costume, which is just some sort of insect. Got the Zurg alien costume, the Witch alien costume, and the Prisoner alien costume. So there we go. Kind of interesting that all 8 levels had a costume to unlock. It's interesting. Anyways, for the Saddle Up Race, or the Woody's Roundup card set, weirdly enough, they have it, even though they have a number to them, they're arranged here in alphabetical order, which is just straight up odd. But anyways, we may as well go through them in alphabetical order. We have Bullseye, a Cattle. Looks like an armadillo to me, but whatever. Gunless Law, which I'm not sure what this is. Is this like a poster? Is this a comic? Is this like the name of one of the episodes of the show? I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, that's Gunless Law. Of course, you got Jesse. You got Lasso Law. You got a Porcupine. You got Prospector. You got River Rescue. You got Rope and Rescue. What does that text say? Hold on. Something the range to adventure with Woody and Bullseye. I'm not sure what that says. Someone let me know in the comments. Thanks. But yeah, that's that. You got Rustler Roundup, a skunk, a snake, a squirrel, a vulture, Woody, a badger, a bear, and a beaver. Oh wait, this is where it starts alphabetically, but it starts at Bullseye anyway? Weird. Oh, whatever. Alright, so that's all the Woody's Roundup cards. Here are all the Star Command cards. So we have Galactic Alliance, which seems to just be the symbol for the Galactic Alliance. You got the Gamma Quadrant, which seems to be some concept art. It looks like concept art made for this game. Intergalactic Communicator, which is the thing on Buzz Lightyear's wrist. Got the Laser. Got Neptar. Sector 4. Space Ranger Armor. Space Ranger Corpse. Spaceship. Star Command. Star Command Jetpack. Universe Protection Unit. Utility Belt. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that, but you may notice that the designs on these cards kind of vary to where they're either like unique stuff, they can be like stock art made for the movies, or like stock renders made for promotional stuff for the movie, or they can just straight up be screenshots from Toy Story 1 and 2, and in rare cases 3. This seems to be a screenshot from Toy Story 2 from the opening to where where Buzz Lightyear goes to this planet in the Buzz Lightyear video game in the Toy Story 2 movie. But yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. You got Zurg bots with another Toy Story 2 screenshot. You got good old Buzz Lightyear. You got Darjeeling. Evil Emperor Zurg, another Toy Story 2 screenshot. And yeah, that's it for the Star Command cards. Here we have the Andy's Toys cards that unlock you the cow cannon. Got Ham, Mr. Spell. Okay, so beforehand I looked it up, and apparently Mr. Spell is actually a character that was made for Toy Story. And I believe it's supposed to be like a parody of the Speak and Spell. Is that the name of it? The Speak and Spell toys from back in the day. You got a Pixar ball. You got RC. You got Rex. Hey, Rocky Gibraltar. Slinky. Wheezy. Bo Peep. Etch-a-Sketch. Green Army Man. Shouldn't it be Green Army Men? Whatever. And yeah, that's it. It's a weird mishmash of stock renders with, Ham and Rocky Gibraltar and Rex and all them, and screenshots straight from the movies with, like, this one clearly being from Toy Story 2, this one being from Toy Story 1, this one also being from Toy Story 1, this one from 2, this one's from 1, obviously. I mean, you can easily tell because Buzz Lightyear had the rocket strapped to his back. Slinky, this one's from Toy Story 2. This one's obviously from Toy Story 2 because it's from the ending where Wheezy starts singing. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. Anyways, for the Toy Story 3 cards, we got, of course, characters and sets from Toy Story 3. We got Big Baby. We got Bonnie's house. Again, this is a rare case of a screenshot from Toy Story 3. this might be a screenshot. This might also just be maybe a picture that's Pixar sent to Avalanche for reference of how Bonnie's house should look. I don't know. But yeah, we got Buttercup. We got Chuckles, which I just realized Chuckles wasn't even in the story mode, yet he played a pretty big part in the movie. Of course, if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert in 3, 2, 1. He's the one that tells Woody that Lotso's a villain. Got Chunk. You got the daycare, specifically the caterpillar room. You got Lotso. You got Stretch. You got Peas in a Pod. You got Prickle Pants. You got Dolly. You got Sparks. Trixie. Twitch. Al's Toy Barn. I wasn't even in Toy Story 3. What the heck? Come on. Pretty sure it was like the only Toy Story movie that Al's Toy Barn wasn't in. Because if you remember, Al's Toy Barn was mentioned in Toy Story 1. So, in the Buzz Lightyear commercial in that film. You got Andy's house. This might be a screenshot from Toy Story 3. And Andy's old house. This is a screenshot from Toy Story 1. Kind of weird that this is in here as well, because it only appeared in Toy Story 1, yet it's in the Toy Story 3 set specifically. Whatever. I guess it's for those cards that they couldn't fit in any other category. Anyways, here's the special cards, which unlock Toy Story 3 concept art. You get the bad toys. Nice. That it just spoils that. But whatever. You collect it in the stage where it's found out that they're like villains and stuff. And even then, can you like view them beforehand? Whatever. You got bad toys, Bonnie's toys, daycare toys, Sid's toys. Cool that they're here. Woody and Friends, Aliens, Kids, and Andy's toys. Interesting that they have high quality. I mean, this might be. He's kind of like high quality to me. High quality renders of characters that only appear in like 1 or 2 scenes in Toy Story 3, and are seen very briefly. These guys that were in the caterpillar room scenes in Toy Story 3. And yes, the one in the middle has a Lightning McQueen shirt. Awesome. But yeah, that's all these. Also, I'm pretty sure those guys on the top are T-posing, but whatever. That's it for those cards. You got Zurg's pieces. Cape, body, head, gun. Interesting. It gives you the UFO gun. And memorabilia, which unlocks Pixar interviews. You got a... Oh my god. We'll get to that later. We got Woody drawing, which I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that this is like an actual concept drawing of Woody. Same here for Buzz drawing. And a cowboy camp pamphlet. Pretty cool. This photo is a mess. This just looks like an amateur on Photoshop day 1. My god. If you can't tell, this is a mishmash of screenshots from Toy Story 2. Andy there is that's a screenshot from the scene of Woody's nightmare in Toy Story 2, where Andy doesn't want to play with Woody anymore. Woody assumes that Andy doesn't want to play with him anymore because of, in Toy Story 2, Woody's arm slightly rips, and they Photoshop it to where Andy's facing the camera, and then in the background you got a screenshot from the end of the movie, to where they decide to set up an entire thing for when Andy gets home from cowboy camp. And of course Andy thinks it's his mom that did the whole thing, but really it's the toys themselves, where they all pose there, and with Etch-a-Sketch writing "Welcome home, Andy." Yeah, I hate this. This is terrible. Alright, so that's all the cards. Now, that took me a while to get through all of that. Now there's one more thing with the mystery eggs. Now there is actually a limited amount of these. We may as well spend all the money we can. to get some costumes to prepare for the toy box mode. Basically, just me saying that let's never visit here again. So we got a bat hat. We got a hood. Nice. We got is that a sailor outfit for the alien? Nice. You got a log stump. I'm guessing that's a hat for the townspeople. You got an outfit for the townspeople. Got a little blue guy. You got some hair. I believe, judging by the shape of the hair, I'm pretty sure it's for the aliens, actually. We got a outfit for the aliens, which is a little gooey guy. Now, we might actually have to go back and get more tokens if we want to collect all of these. We got brain in a glass. Of course, it's a hat. Alright. We got a sailor hat for the aliens. You can tell because it has a hole on the top for their antenna. We got a carpet as a hat. I know it's something that I forget the name of it. I know it's something that a lot of fortune tellers wear or whatever. I'm sure it has an in-game name. Anyways, we got a jester outfit. Along with a little Arctic outfit, a little Arctic jacket. Give me kind of a ice climber for the NES vibes. We got ice cream hair. That's fun. And we have 1 coin left after spending it all. Let's see what we get. We get a skull hat. Alright, we need more tokens. Great. See you next time. Yeah, that's everything we need. We probably need to do... Hold on.